Dangerous Uber Passengers, Nonfiction. I was driving for Uber and got a job that required me to pick up a passenger high up in the hills behind the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. I got the job at about 7:30 p.m. It was quite a drive to get there and eventually I arrived at a very dark house. I waited in the driveway and eventually a guy came out and got in the car. The house I picked him up from looked as if it was in the early stages of construction. I thought maybe he was building the house and had finished work for the day. I said hello, he replied, and we started the drive down the mountain. He was quiet for a while, but he then started talking. I wasn't sure if he was talking on his phone or talking to me, but I couldn't comprehend what he was talking about. He was randomly saying someone's name then talking about how they were trying to steal from him. I was confused, but I am often confused, so I thought the best thing was to keep on driving. We were about halfway and he seemed to be getting more and more agitated. I thought he might have been getting angry because I wasn't answering him, so I tried to reply, but I truly had no idea what he was talking about other than the 5 or 6 people he had mentioned by name and how they were all trying to steal from him. When I replied, I saw his eyes suddenly turn towards me and a look of what seemed to be anger came on his face. He said something about me helping them. I told him I had no idea who he was talking about, that I had probably never met them before and that I was just trying to give him a lift to where he was going. He seemed to calm down a little and sat back but was still muttering to himself while I was trying to get him to his stop as fast as I could. Things seemed to have calmed down a little and I was just hoping to end the trip as fast as I could. I continued driving and was getting near to his stop. Suddenly he started moving around in the back seat, rocking back and forward, muttering to himself. As I was looking in the rearview mirror, I could see he was sort of rotating around and he was starting to talk a bit louder. We were now just a couple of traffic lights away from his stop. The light ahead turned red, I stopped, and a cop car pulled up next to me. All I had to do was turn the corner and he would be where he wanted to go. I thought to myself I would jump out of the car, run over to the cops and ask them to get the crazy person out of my car. While I was watching the guy in the back, the lights turned green, and the cops took off. I had no choice now, so I turned the corner and rolled up to his stop. He opened the door, said thanks mate, closed the door and left. What an anticlimax. I never saw him again.